always won every time you placed a bet. You're still damn good, no one's gotten to you yet. Every time they were sure they had you caught, you were quicker than they thought. You just turn your back and walk. You always said the cause would never do you wrong. The trick you said would never play the game too long. Gamblers share the only risk you would take, the only loss you could forsake, the only bluff you could fake. And you're still the same. I caught up with you yesterday, moving game to game, no one's standing in your way. On the charm long enough to get you by. You're still the same, you still aim high. Hey, how you doing there, Guitar Heroes? All right, hope you're having a great day. Bob Seger. Still the same, 1978. The album it was on was super popular, and obviously got played a lot. So if you were, if you had your ear to the radio in 1978, you could hardly miss this song, or even within the years later. Yeah, great song. In this song, it's we've got a little bit more complexity because we've got a B minor D switch that's kind of fast here. And so the chords that we got a plain old G, and then we got a B minor. Remember, we do A minor form, we move up 2 frets with a bar, and then we got a D, we got a G, we got a C, we got a D if I didn't already say that, E minor, and then when we get into the chorus, we do have a B in here, and E if I didn't say so already, and plain E. And A minor. So we got quite a few chords in this song. They're not complicated ones. I mean, obviously B minor is a bar chord, but you know, that's one that you need to know and you need to practice it. And in this case, because we're going from a B minor to a D, I can't use that little trick that I use. Put my little finger down here. If I was starting with a D, I'd already be in the D position. I could put my little finger down. Yeah, we'll zoom in here. Show you that one again. If you got a D and you're going to B minor, you can always stick the little pinky down here, which would be on the 4th fret of the G string. You can get that B minor, kind of a substitute one, as opposed to the full bar chord one, which like this. Okay, so this beginning riff that we've got, the intro we play twice, G, B minor, and D. And then that carries through the first 2 lines of the verse. So G always won every time you place the bet is bet. D at the end is still damn good. G, that no one's gotten to you yet, is your B minor, and then a D on the end. Then C, every time they were sure they had you, with D, caught, G, B minor. You were quicker than they, E minor. A minor, you just turn your back and D, walk. And then a D minor on the end of that. Then we go into the next verse, exactly the same, okay? After the 2 verses, then you're into the chorus. And you're going to end on this D7, so that's where you're going to be on the first line of the chorus. And you're still the G, same, I, B, caught up with you yesterday, moving game to game is A minor, no one's standing in our D way, turning on the G, charm, long enough to get you by, that's the B. And again, we're using the A form, right? So it'll be the same here, slide up 2, bar. A form, slide up 2 for the B. And I don't have any trouble with this one. This is probably one of the easier ones. I mean, generally speaking, I like the A form rather than I like the E form bar chord. It's easier to get into. It's just the bar, and then I just lay this finger down. It's easier than to try to find these 3 strings. We end that line with the E, then you're still the same A minor. You still aim high, D. So that's the end of our chorus. Then the next verse, 2 lines, there's a piano solo. It's basically the verse. This verse is going on, so it's still this. And then at the end, at the end of the piano thing, there's girls singing, still the same. And then the piano goes one more time. The second line. Then the third line, you're back into the same as you did on the other verses. There you stood, C. Everybody, D. Everybody watches play, G. B minor. I just turned and walked to E minor away. I, A minor had nothing left to D. Say, and then a D minor. And then we go back and we do the chorus. The chorus one more time, and then there's I don't know how to describe it. I guess it's kind of an extension of the chorus. Let's see, just kind of hear how it goes. It's the same G and B minor. Still that, because you still the same. Oh, then the girls are singing, still the same, baby, baby, still the same. So it's a little hard when you're by yourself to play that part. Moving game to game. Still the same, baby, baby, still that. So that goes on, and that's probably not that important, but that's what's on the recording. All right, so there you go. Bob Seger, another great song by him, and still the same, 1978. So have a great day. Thanks for listening. Hope you got something out of this one.